An ABC investigation has found scammers and middlemen claiming to have special access to Indonesian immigration officials are taking advantage of young workers eager to migrate to Australia, charging them more than $5,000 for official letters needed to gain access to the work and holiday visa. ABC Indonesia reporter Natasha Salim joins me now with the details. Natasha, can you tell us first about the process that young Indonesians have to go through to get access to this Australian work and holiday visa?
Yeah, so in order for Indonesians to be able to get the work and holiday visa in Australia, they would have to get the government support letter from the Indonesian Immigration Department. And to do this, they would have to participate in what they call as a war, which, if you want to compare it, it's similar to the ticket war when we want to watch our favorite artists and we want to get the ticket. So we have to stay online and hoping that we'll be the first in the line to get the ticket. So that's sort of the similar arrangement that's happening in Indonesia. So these people, the Australian government has only allocated 5,000 spots for them up to grabs for the work and holiday visa. While in October last month, there were about 27,000 people wanting to get this letter alone from Indonesia. So what happens basically is that these people, they would have to sit in front of their computers and make sure that they have a stable and good internet connection and hoping that they can upload all the documents quickly and get the letter that will be used to apply for the work and holiday visa in Australia. But the thing is, when the war happened in October, the system kind of crashed because there were so much demands for it. And so people, the young people, who had prepared for this moment to happen, because the Indonesian Department of Immigration only allocates several days for this war to happen, they got very frustrated and they went on social media and started talking about it. And this is when the allegations of some people in immigration selling quotas for people started appearing. And this is also where the conversations about even people outside of the immigration trying to sell these quotas for the maximum amount of 6,000 Australian dollars also started coming up in the conversation. And this is the things, and we spoke to people who got the offer in our story as well.
So what are the scammers doing here in this case?
Yeah, so besides the alleged misconducts done by people in immigration, there were also people who tried to make use of the situation and saying to these young workers who are desperate to get the work and holiday visa that they could sell them the letter that will fulfill the requirement for that. So we spoke to some people who had spent 2,000 up to 5,000 Australian dollars to pay to the scammer, hoping that they would get the letter, which obviously turned out not to be true, which is sad because these people, in order to get that amount of money, they would have to borrow it from either family, friends, or from the bank. And now that they found out that they were scammed, they're left in limbo and they can't do anything about it.
And so how have the Indonesian and Australian officials reacted to this?
The Indonesian government, specifically the Immigration Department, has issued an apology for the technical issue that happened during the war. But some MPs in the Indonesian government as well has suggested that maybe it's best for Australia to take the whole process directly instead of involving the Indonesian government, while the Australian Home Affairs is assessing this and is looking into this and deciding whether this process is still appropriate to be done from Indonesia.
Indonesia reporter Natasha Salim joining us there. Thank you.
Thank you.